Alright, this is my second time recording this. The first time the audio did not go through correctly, so if I look a bit disheveled and annoyed, it's because of that. There is a content warning for this piece, and that is that it includes brief descriptions of animal cruelty. It's very brief. You can easily pass over it by pressing ahead twice. Well, let's get started. Let me paint you a picture. After a dreadful night of sleep, you wake up before dawn and get ready for work. As you make your way outside, you see something black scurry around a nearby fence. The thought of it being a cat crosses your mind, but is immediately forgotten as you set off on your walk to work. When you arrive at the office, you notice a messy pile of paperwork stacked on your desk. Your coworker must have quit again, and now it's your duty to pick up his slack. Time passes quickly as you toil away at the cluttered and disorganized mess. Your belly rumbles and you finally look up from your desk. 3:10 p.m. Great, you think. I missed the cutoff for the lunch specials. With a heavy sigh, you place your order for a regular and wait an obnoxious amount of time. Your phone dings. Your food is delivered. Walking back to your desk, you notice something is missing. They didn't give you any utensils. It's at this moment a thought crosses your mind. It was that damn black cat. Have you ever had a black cat run across your path? Did you have a good day, or did you have a bad one when that happened? I love cats. I'm a huge cat person. I love cats of all types, all coats, all colors. I even love the little naked ones that run around without their little fur. So it's troublesome to me, and I've always wondered why we associate black cats specifically with bad luck and mischief. Why did we associate them with the devil? I've learned from the Gen Zers that this is a millennial pause. So, were our furry friends really satanic? To get that answer, we have to travel all the way back to medieval Europe during the 13th century. This was the reign of Pope Gregory the IX, and Pope Gregory the IX had a big fear of black cats. You see, Pope Gregory the IX had noticed a trend of black cats being used in pagan religions. We'll get into that in a little bit. In 1233, he released a document called the Vox in Roma. Now, this document wasn't as widespread as most people believe. In fact, I believe the last estimate at the time was like 5 people had seen it. But those 5 people were prominent figures, and that kind of trickled out. God damn it, Clover. There's my cat. In Vox in Roma, he didn't outright call black cat satanic or the devil. Instead, he made mention of pagan rituals that would worship black cat-like beings. That being, that cat-like being in the document ended up being the catalyst for a lot of medieval folklore that was to come. And now we're going to get to the witchy stuff. So at the time that Gregory was launching his anti-cat crusade, another more witchy problem ended up cropping up for the black cats. Religious scholars at the time ended up making a huge connection between the Greeks and the Greek goddess Hecate, magic, and the worship of cats. It was around this time Europeans started to believe that not just black cats, but the majority of cats were associated with witches. Now, black cats in specific had the connotation from the Catholic Church and the people pushing that down. Some of the more devoted followers of the religions at the time ended up pushing folklore that these black cats could transform into Satan himself. The gist of it is to say that Europe was very against witchcraft, and therefore black cats, and cats in general, as an accessory. Now, this trend continued very deeply into the Middle Ages, with more and more people pushing for witch trials. And as black cats became more demonized, their power and the lore around them grew too. From being familiars for witches to assisting them in full-on rituals, black cats had grown immensely powerful without even lifting a whisker. Even owning a black cat at the time was something that could get you executed and prosecuted as a witch, not necessarily in that order. This is the content warning. And just because the owner died doesn't mean that the cat was let off either. They were starved and tortured, ironically ritualistically hunted down all across Europe, and many of them ended up experiencing the same fiery fates as their owners. But black cats didn't have bad luck everywhere. You see, in 17th and 18th century Japan, black cats were seen as harbingers of prosperity. They were believed to cause positive outcomes whenever they were seen. In the early Edo period, black cats were seen as being able to ward off evil spirits and attract good luck to your household. And the belief continues to this day. Even now, Japanese people only seem to believe that keeping a black cat in your household can be seen as a net positive. The little slot machine things they have over there, like our little gumball machines. Gachapons and stores showcase good luck charms and jewelry that feature black cats. Black Maneki-Nekos, which are these little good luck statues in Japan. You've probably seen them, they hold the little crystal balls, are oftentimes bought and placed around the household to end up warding off evil intentions or malicious intent, bad omens, stuff like that. So we can see that Japan had a great relationship with black cats. And it wasn't just them. If you were in Scotland and a black cat ended up on your doorstep, you would see that as you were going to succeed and prosper for the day. If you lived in France and you came across a black cat, you might confuse them with a Madagat, which is a magical black cat that if you treated it kindly, it would grant you good luck. Though, that's not always the case for Madagats. In England, black cats were brought aboard their ship as a sign of good luck and to guide the way and to ensure safe passage in good weather. There are also many Irish folklore about black cats. Some, like the lucky black bobcat, were known to provide you happiness and good fortune. Others, like the cat sith, may have had a more mischievous and mischievous nature. When it came to strays, black cats were generally treated about the same as they were in Scotland and England, with many Irish sailors picking up a lot of furry crewmates. Now, of course, some of this could apply to all cats, right? I'm sure that the English and Irish and Scottish sailors didn't care about the color of the coat when they picked up the cat. A cat's main job would be to hunt down the rodents that snuck aboard the ship. And let's also go to Maneki-nekos and just mention that they come in a wide range of colors, and each color does mean something different. I personally have a yellow lucky cat, and that one is supposed to grant me luck when it comes to wealth. Verdict's still out on that. I wish I could end this on a high note, but these myths and misconceptions still persist even to today. For example, did you know that black cats have a 13% lesser adoption rate than any other color cat? They also tend to be the last cats adopted at the shelter. In October, shelters shut down the adoption applications for black cats. Though I'm not sure why they do that, as I couldn't find any evidence that showed there was an increased risk to black cats during the Halloween month. Still, some shelters and owners feel the need to be protective, and with these myths, who can blame them? Black cats became a cultural phenomenon, and they didn't even have a meow in it. From goths on Twitter taking every opportunity to show off their charm, to the National Black Cat Appreciation Day being used to raise awareness and dispel some of these negative superstitions, cat lovers have worked tirelessly to shift these bad luck kittens to dark-furred friends. The next time you see a black cat, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go up to them, give them a little pet and a little treat, and I want you to remember that they have no control over how they are perceived. Thanks for watching this InfoBite. I know that it's not as heavy of a topic as our normal spotlights, but I enjoyed writing it, and if you enjoyed watching it, then please leave a like and subscribe. And we have more content like this coming throughout the month of October that you won't want to miss. Traveler.